How does a kid from Miami's Cuban community end up shaping American politics on a grand stage? That's what we're about to unpack. Hey everyone, I'm Leah. Welcome to the Leah and Garrett show, where we dive into intriguing stories together.
And I'm Garrett, ready to explore with you all today. We're super excited for today's topic.
Today we're stepping into the journey of Marco Rubio, his political career and influence.
You know, I remember visiting Miami once. The Cuban culture there is like palpable. Everywhere you turn, there's a sense of history and community. It's pretty awesome. It really sets the stage for understanding how Rubio was so rooted in that environment.
Totally get where you're coming from, Garrett. So let's dig into this. Marco Rubio was born in Miami, right? His parents were Cuban immigrants who came to the U.S. in 1956, basically seeking a new beginning during a tumultuous time in Cuba.
Right? And in 1975, his parents became naturalized citizens, which, was a crucial step. It kind of rooted them deeply in American society. This gave Rubio a first-hand look at the immigrant experience, which heavily influenced his future political stances.
Real talk, that must have been quite the journey for them. And Rubio didn't just coast through life. He graduated from South Miami Senior High School in 1989, went on to study at Tarkio College on a football scholarship. It's like he already had that discipline and leadership people talk about a lot today.
And after Tarkio, he attended the University of Florida and the University of Miami School of Law, which were big steps in setting up his legal and political career. Imagine navigating both the world of sports and then diving deep into law. That shows versatility, right?
Absolutely. From there, Rubio's political journey really picks up speed. He worked for Bob Dole's presidential campaign in 1996. Then in 1998, he was elected city commissioner for West Miami. That's quite the resume, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and by January 2000, he advanced to the Florida House of Representatives. It's here he developed his reputation for being pragmatic and having a strong focus on education. Moving into this role was definitely pivotal for his career.
Moving right along, by 2005, he climbed to become Speaker of the Florida House. And from what I've read, his time as Speaker from 2006 to 2008 was marked by some seriously big legislative pushes, like property tax reforms. He showed a knack for leadership and cooperation.
For sure. And you gotta admire how he managed to blend inclusivity within party lines during his tenure. By 2010, he made the leap to national politics, getting elected as a U.S. Senator. That was kind of his debut on the national stage.
And then there was his ambitious presidential campaign in 2015. Although he suspended the campaign in 2016, it really put him in the spotlight, highlighted his communication skills, and positioned him as a key Republican figure.
All right, let's roll on to something a bit controversial, his narrative on his parents' immigration story. There were some, let's say, inconsistencies in his statements about his parents leaving Cuba. It sparked discussions about narrative embellishments in politics. What do you think, Leah?
Well, honestly, accuracy is important, but we also have to see these things as part of larger human stories. Sometimes family lore can shadow specific dates or details, but I'd say in politics, it's about transparency and trust, right?
Exactly, there's a balance. And I like how you brought up the human element. It's like trying to puzzle that one out. His background shapes his views on U.S.-Cuba relations. That's undeniable.
Yeah, speaking of Cuban relations, it's fascinating how his career taps into broader pop culture, especially as a prominent Latino politician. Diversity and representation? That's crucial. Like you said, it broadens those narratives and shows different perspectives.
Right on. It brings more seats to the table. So why should we study this topic? I'd say for the insight into immigrant success stories and understanding the climbing journey within American politics.
And we get to explore ways influential figures shape policy and society, showing us how leaders emerge from diverse backgrounds.
Keep it chill, folks, and keep exploring those fascinating political narratives.
And that's it from us today on the Leah and Garrett Show. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, Garrett, every Miami story you tell just makes me want to visit again. It's your thing.
What can I say, Leah? Miami is kind of like our own little paradise with a twist. Let's go grab some Cuban coffee sometime, yeah?